Welcome back to Live to Fish out here at Ruedisale Park. Getting ready to launch the UltraSkiff. Trying to keep those vibes positive, but it's hard when it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I barely got a parking space because the park is packed. Good thing I'm going on the UltraSkiff. All right, let's get it unloaded, get on the water. All right, so we are off. Again, welcome back to another edition of Live to Fish out here at Ruedisale Park in Baltimore, Michigan. Beautiful sunrise coming up. Air temps are hovering just below 70. Winds are supposed to get up to about 8 miles an hour today, but that's not for a couple hours yet. It's about 6 something, 6:19. So it takes me about 15 minutes to get this UltraSkiff unloaded, everything set up and launched, which is pretty darn good. It's not too bad. All right, so this morning I'm going to start off with the Cabela's Fish Eagle and the Guggen Squad Toad in the green pumpkin and pearl color. Picked up some more of these from shoutouts.com. And I want to give a big shout out to Luke. Luke, thank you so much for putting your sticker on your tackle box. Thanks for supporting Live to Fish. Appreciate you, buddy. Tight lines, my man. Also, shout out to my buddy Jim. Caught some awesome largemouth yesterday up on Pratt Lake in Gladwin, Michigan. Caught those on a Guggen Baits Bandito bug and also on a TRD in the coppertreuse color. Got a little Ned rig action on. Good job, Jim. Hope to see you soon. Just like I hope to see some fish soon. I don't know if you can see into the water here, but it is super shallow. Talking 3 feet in some spots, down to 2 feet down into the middle area. I pretty much just kind of let the wind take me here through the whole thing. And sight-wise, didn't spot anything but one large carp. So I don't know that they pushed up here. They're probably back at shore feeding. So I think I'm going to head back to shore and then come back out here once the sun comes up a little bit. All right, try my luck over here. And I think I got one. Looks like a good fish too. Drags always get loosened up and I don't know why. That's a good fish. Tire him out a little bit so I don't lose him. Because Lord knows I'll lose him. Alright. On the board. First fish of the day. Oh, we're in there, huh? Alright. First fish of the day, little smallie. Not too bad. Good deal. Let's get a quick selfie. Alright, so one smallie on the board for today. Thank you for visiting Live to Fish. I'm going to go back out to that spot that we just got caught up on. Let's see if I can't find me some more over here. Alright, another fish on. Looks like a good fish. That ain't no rock bass, that's for sure. Please don't be a snot rocket. I think it's another smallie. Nope. Whoa. There we go. That's a good sized smallie there. Alright, so the pocket is over here. Kind of found the pattern for today. That's a nice smallie. Awesome. Alright, so another good sized smallie for the morning. That's a thick boy there. Alright, let's get you back in. Again, this is on the Phantom X PC Fun bait casting reel on a Halo medium heavy rod. Let's keep casting out here and see what we get. Oh, little guy. Alright. Wow. That's a little one. That's a baby smallie there. Alright. Let me fix my swim bait here. He hammered that pretty good too. That's 3 smallies for the day, and it is 7:14. So I've been out here fishing for about 45 minutes. So that's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. There we go. That's a good fish. Heck yeah. Good jumper. Alright. Get you tired. Let some of that drag out. You about done, bud? That's a good fish. Oh, he's a scrappy little dude. Not under the boat. Oh, that's a good size smallie there. Wow. Nice. All right. Another good smallie. All right, let's get him back in the water and keep her going. Now, one technique I use while I'm trolling, I cast it out, but every so often I have the bail open. So every so often, I let it pause. So I let that swim bait as it's hammering, kind of stop and drop a little bit. And then it gets snapped along. Those usually get some reactionary bites. Right after I let out a little bit of line, get that little pull and snap, that's usually when they hit. Hitting just after the pause before it takes off again, as it takes off again. So the only downside of that is the amount of line that ends up being used in trying to get that strike. I have to reel them in obviously a lot longer or a lot farther the distance, but the amount of line that comes back on the spool, it's wet, and it ends up having memory retention issues because it's wet on the spool, tightened up, and then when I cast out it gets kind of spirally, kind of springy, kind of squirrely. So that's the downside to it. And I'm using mono too, I'm not using fluoro, so it definitely has memory issues once it gets waterlogged and then tied down tight to the spool. But that's kind of what I'm doing here as I go from spot to spot and having pretty good luck. Had a good strike over here in the weeds. He's off. Follow up. This has got to be rock bass over here because I'm real close to the point. Gotta say, I'm happy I haven't been getting rock bass today. The smallie bite has been good. All right, Jim, just for you, I'm going to be breaking out the Ned rig. Now this thing right here, this TRD, this is in the green goby color. This Ned head, look how busted up it is. You can see a little bit of the green pumpkin paint that was on there, but I have been throwing this for, geez, probably about a week now. And you see my other videos, how many rock bass, largemouth, smallmouth. I mean, I've caught everything on this thing. it is still a viable bait. It is still usable after all those fish, after all that time. Definitely get your money's worth out of Z-Man products, without a doubt. Ned rig for me was a game changer. Look at that. First cast over here. Oh, and he's off. Doggone it. First cast at the boathouse here, and I get a bite on the Ned rig. I think I got him that time. Follow-up was successful. Little guy. I'll take it. There you go. Success of the Ned rig. But this thing is so chewed up. But still getting results with it. Which makes me wonder about the paint on the head even. I mean, it's down to its gray, silvery looking lead head, and it's still catching fish, so not so sure color has that much to do with it. Makes you wonder, huh? And so far, my trolling up and down the shoreline here has been, for the most part, non-productive. I mean, some rock bass, but all those aren't going to make the cut. I think you guys have seen enough rock bass to save you for the rest of the season. Holy smokes. But it has just been a slow bite over here. I have to go back to the point and hit that between the point and the reeds. Get back into where those smallies were. There we go. Yeah, that's another rock bass. I apologize. I'm going to leave this little guy in. Just in case you guys haven't had enough of that rock bass profile there. I was hoping this would produce a few more largemouth. So far, nothing. But this is the bait that I've been catching all those smallies on. The Biospawn Exoswim. 4-inch size. This color here is the electric shad. The one I'm throwing on there now, I believe, is the green pumpkin and pearl. But Biospawn Exoswim, these are definitely more durable than the Kitex, and so far I think they're definitely more durable than the Guggen Squad Saucy Swimmer. So definitely going to pick some more of these up, because they definitely last. I like the Kitex. The Kitex seem to catch more fish. I don't know if it's the action or what it is, but the problem is it just, they strip off the keeper so quick and it kind of chews up the plastic. Whereas these, they're just more durable. I mean, the outside of this thing, if I can bring it in and show you, I'll show you. It's all kind of worn away on the outside from those smallies smashing it, but on the keeper itself, it's staying on there pretty good. So the plastic material doesn't break down as quick with the abrasion on the keeper. So that is what I'm throwing. Brought a whole bunch of topwater stuff today that didn't really get a chance to use, because I thought the reeds were going to be more than they were, but unfortunately they weren't. So but I'm going to head back over here to the point and try my luck. So this is what the Biospawn swim bait looks like after catching 3 smallies and being pitched out behind the UltraSkiff here. You can see the abrasion here from where they got chowed on, but the keeper itself, it's still locked on. Now the Kitex, after one, it gets stripped right off that keeper. By keeper, there's little ridges here on the jig head that keep that plastic in place. So this is definitely held up. Tail's still in good shape, still got good action. That VMC hook is sharp, trust me. I'm going to try to get some more fish over here at the point, because there's just nothing but rock bass rolling along the shoreline. Like I said, a little disappointed. Almost had one. Throw it back out there for a follow-up. Got him that time on the follow-up cast. Please don't be a rock bass. Had enough of those this morning. It's not. It's another smallie. Ooh, he's pulling. Probably the same one I keep catching. Alright, come on, buddy. Get you in the boat. No, not out of the boat. In the boat, not the boat. Alright. Wow, you are hooked. Let me get him unhooked here. Alright, another successful surgery. Everything looks good. Another smallie. Thank you. Well, right up here at the point seems to be the hot spot, so I just wasted a whole bunch of time going along the shoreline catching rock bass. Yeah. Alright, let's try to get some more. Still haven't caught a largemouth for today though. Kind of surprised. I thought that largemouth bite would be on over there in the pencil reeds. Those boats are gone. They kind of moved out, pushed out into the deeper water. Alright, so I just brought this ExoSwim Biospawn in, and you can see it's not keeping on the keeper anymore. It's kind of torn up. So we are going to retire that one, and we're going to bring out a little different color, not too drastic. Just give a side-by-side comparison here. This one's got a little bit more flash to it, a little bit lighter green, and it's obviously got more of a pearlesque, almost transparent pearl with blue and white specks in there, underbelly. So definitely more flash with this one, and we got some sunshine out, clear water, so definitely want to get this out there. Those are the keepers there. When I was talking about the ridges, that is the other hook sets through the Storm 360 search bait ones. They have ridges. These actually have these little hooks, these little hook keepers on them. So what I'm going to do is loop this up, needle in through the head, and I go to right about where it starts meeting the same distance on the other side, and then they have a little notch on the top side. I want to bring that hook up right through the middle of that. There we go. And then push up over those keepers without hooking myself. Give it a little pinch to dig it into the meat there. And there you go. It's all ready to go. Get that out of the water. Oh yeah, you can see that flash. Definite difference. Alright, so I'm trolling through here, and I don't know if you can see this or not. Hopefully you can on the GoPro. This is like super shallow sandy flats through here between the reed areas. There's one over here on my right. I'll loop back around and go back to where it's a little deeper. Now, for those of you wondering, I mean, all the different baits that I show you and the baits that I talk about, I am not sponsored by anyone. I don't have any affiliation with anyone. I don't have affiliate links. I don't have any ties to any of the companies. Absolutely zero. I don't have any pro staff memberships. It's just stuff that works for me, and hopefully it works for you. If you got some stuff that works, by all means, drop me a comment and let me know down below. And like I said, for those of you that are subscribed to the channel, I appreciate all of your support. You guys mean a lot to me. I appreciate the community. For those of you that have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button, get notified when Live the Fish puts out new videos. I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you guys are all having a good fishing season from wherever you're from. Had a subscriber check in from the Philippines the other day. That was quite something. I appreciate that. It's halfway around the world. And to think somebody halfway around the world is actually watching me fish. in Anchor Bay, Michigan is just mind-boggling to me. But that's the power of the internet, huh? I switched up to creature bait. I'm using crack and crawl. I definitely got something here. All right. Not what I wanted, but that's a decent sized rock bass, I gotta say. That's not bad. It's gonna be a rock bass. That's the kind of size you want. Not those other little dinks I was catching up along the shoreline. Alright. Look at how chewed up that thing is. I've been using this for about past 3 outings now. It's definitely seen better days, but it's still productive. So I keep throwing it. All right, little fish peeps, thanks so much for tuning in again. It was a great day on the water. It was a short day, only 3 hours. I was getting a little beat up by the sun and a little hangry out there, so I had to come in. But man, that was a pretty good outing for 3 hours, and no lures. No lures were, see, I'm loopy right now. No lures were lost today, so that is a plus. Can't remember last time that happened when I had a nice outing and nothing was lost, but that was good. That was really good. UltraSkiff is doing a good job out there. I definitely got some laundry to do. This hook shirt has seen better days. I got some new hookwear coming. I'll do an unboxing on that once I get it. That was a Father's Day gift from my wife to me. So thank you, honey. Love you. Bunches. So I want to give a shout out to Bruce Dookie. Glad to see you enjoying retirement. It's awesome, pal. We got to do some fishing sometime. Thanks for all those gardening tips. Appreciate it, man. Hope you and Monica are doing well. All right, so until next time, be safe, be well, and as always, live to fish. Take care.